So we're 17 minutes into the game, almost 17 and a half. My solo laners have both lost their lane by themselves. Enemy Cat is 4-1 and the enemy Rumble is 3-1. Both teams have a lot of magic damage, but the Rumble and the Cat are way more useful in a team fight. So at this point we just have to figure out how can we win the game by not team fighting. And we do that by starting out with picks, and we've already actually kind of had solid objective control. We've gotten all the dragons because I've been there. And at this point, my replay will start. Oh, wrong button. There we go. At this point, I start setting up traps. Really risky because Rumble is the most fed person in the game at this point, and he probably could 1v2 us if he was expecting this. Since he wasn't, he had to use his Proto Belt as an escape instead of using it as a primary burst initiative. And at that point, since they're so AP heavy, I chose to just forego my jungle item and get a Maw right away because I've already died 3 times and they're just going to do so much goddamn damage. And I even have Boots and an Old Magic Mantle just to make sure I can get the Merc Treads before I even finish my jungle item. Now that we got that one pick off, the next big advantage, or not advantage, the next big strategy that I try to use is to literally counter jungle everything in her jungle, because at this point she was ahead of me in farm by like 5 jungle camps. And by me doing this while I know she's bot lane and I literally have no chance of getting down there, I don't have my ultimate, so even if I were to show up, I couldn't do anything. I just counter jungle the crap out of her so I can get an experience advantage. Unfortunately, my team decides to fight in the meantime, and yeah, you can see why we shouldn't be team fighting as a team. So after that pick, I counter jungle quite a bit, and then I force down this tower with my Kassadin. Rumble's coming back. We could probably easily kill him right now, but there's no way he's going to fight us after what just happened to him. He had to use his flash. His ultimate is down. He can't do anything. We probably could have been aggressive there, but we decided not to. So our mid lane tower just went down a few seconds ago because Ryze died 1v1. He returns to lane and starts pushing it out as quickly as possible. Dragon's going to be up in a minute, and there's one thing I've been doing this entire game is trying to secure every objective. Let's see what happens. And Ryze is dead. Yay. 50 seconds to go on Dragon. At least he has teleport and he's up in 30. But whatever, man. Solo queue. Forces us to just go mid and try to wave clear. They could have pushed up on mid if they wanted to. They had 2 champions with their ults up that could have obliterated us, whatever. Bold, they didn't know. The Dragon's coming up. At this point, everything I'm doing is in hopes of securing Dragon. Now this is a mistake right here. Sejuani bought a freaking Banshee's Veil first item. What the hell is that going to do against our team? Yes, we have a Kassadin and we have a Ryze, but they are so far behind right now that she doesn't need to build MR for them not to do damage to her. Karma's not going to do any damage to her. The only people that are going to do damage to her are me and Sivir. And we're not even going to do that much to her because we are kind of behind. Sivir might do okay, but at this point she just has so much health. She didn't need the MR. She could have gone Abyssal Scepter. Because the way the team fights have been playing out, Sejuani is not always with Katarina. So the Abyssal Scepter that Katarina has isn't doing a whole lot for the rest of their team. One thing I like to do when I play Sejuani, if I have at least 2 magic damage sources, is to buy an Abyssal Scepter because you're always in there with them. Or you should be. Now I know I said we shouldn't be team fighting, and we probably shouldn't, but there's a couple things that's different in this situation. First off, Rumble's top lane, he doesn't have teleport. He took Ignite this matchup, so the instant I see him up there, and I see that our Ryze has teleport, and that our Kassadin just teleported bot lane, instantly I just ignore Sejuani because I don't give a shit what she's about to do. I know her priority is to get down here and engage on the team fight, which she does do, but we'll see how it works out for them. My main objective here is to zone one of their sources of damage, whether it's the Ashe or the Katarina, preferably the Ashe because Kassadin can deal with the Katarina with his Q interrupt if he absolutely needs to. So what I end up doing here is pretty much face tanking the Sedge ult. 3 of us get hit, that's unfortunate, but I managed to flash in E and Q the Ashe without even using my ultimate, and then I take so much damage right here that Sejuani notices me and peels off. She's almost full HP right here. She still is much more disruptive to a team fight than I am because my ult is down and I'm at half HP. If she were just to re-engage my team down here, they would have been wiped up. Here I just managed to make a little cheeky escape. Yay, and I'm out. And Sejuani just missed a team fight that they could have wiped because she wanted to chase me. Because we're also an awful siege comp, we have to be able to get our pot shots in on a tower or punish an overextension by someone just to get a tower down. That's when these dragons come in extraordinarily handy. Eventually, if you get enough of these, you're just going to melt a tower like nobody's business. So in a second, we're going to see Sejuani up here prioritize my red buff when this dragon has been up for, a good 30 to 45 seconds. This was just after my escape. I rushed over here, did my wolves, ran up here, grabbed these, and immediately headed down here because we spot her on a ward in a couple seconds. Which is right here. Karma places a ward, we see her, and instantly I'm down here. I ignore whatever's going on down here. I want this dragon because we're not going to kill towers if I don't get this dragon specifically. Clean, in and out. We don't take any unnecessary risks when they have all of their damage down here except for their rumble. Our Kassadin does not have teleport, so it would not be a good fight for us. We have no solid interrupt. And so Karma dies anyway. 15 to 7. We're still getting shit on. We're down 6 gold, or 6k gold. And again, I just go back to the same method that always works in League of Legends. Vision control and camping a bush. And this entire time I'm communicating to my team what I'm going to be doing. And since we have actually solid CC with Karma and Rise, just essentially point and click CC, it works nearly every time. Here we get Rumble's ultimate, and we get his flash. 2 huge abilities, not Rumble, I'm sorry, Alistar. 2 huge abilities from that dude. And that enables us, that gives us a lot of breathing room because right now we're so far behind. We're about to have a crucial team fight where the enemy team completely fucks up. We go 3 for 3, but since we're 15 to 7, the 3 in our favor includes 3 shutdowns, and it's just... I looked at the chart later, and it was literally 1,000 gold that went into our pockets just for a 3 for 3. So it looks like a catch by them. That's fine. But then it becomes a 1 for 1, and they decide, oh, we can keep going, not realizing that here comes Wukong, who's actually somewhat strong now. Flash in, E straight onto that bitch. I nuke her, and they still want to pursue. Like, what is Rumble doing here? They're... At this point, we just got 2 shutdowns, so that's quite a bit of gold. He got out from the fight, and he just turns right back around, flashes in to kill me. I'm barely worth anything. And then gives gold over to Sivir. A shutdown to Sivir. Completely not worth. It was at this moment that the game completely turned around because they just decided to overcommit. Their Sejuani wasn't there. We've made a decent comeback. We're still behind, but we have the upswing, and I'm just primarily focused almost 100% on vision control. I probably clear at least a dozen wards within the last 10 minutes, and that's what gets us picks, and that's what lets us win the game. I just keep doing the same thing over and over. Clear every line of vision that they have. Damn, I couldn't get that one. I even stopped the scuttle to try to get that ward, but I couldn't. Here, Rumble just way overextended to the point where we just nuke him. And this is where their team starts to fall apart. They realize that things are just not going their way, even though they have a lead. They're probably yelling and screaming at each other now because they keep dying over and over. That's how you come back from games like this, is tilting the enemy through good play. See what I'm doing right here? I'm literally camping the bush because it's worked 3 times now, and it probably will work again. It also gives me good scouting because I can sit here. I don't need to go back. How much gold do I have? I've got a decent amount of gold. There's a dragon up that I really want. This is the one that allows us to hit those towers even harder. So I literally just camp this bush forever, and it gives me so much information. I see everything going on. And it doesn't even matter that we get revealed right there, because just by me standing there in a pink ward after I've swept right around this bush right here, I'm pinging it. I don't think it works. Yeah, I'm pinging it right here on the minimap. By sweeping that and clearing the vision here, we see all of them. We know where they are, so we can choose how we approach. They only saw 3 of us with that hawk shot. This is another big turning point in the game. Right here, Sejuani thinks she has a pick on Sivir because she can't see the rest of us. Thanks to all the vision that I cleared here, here, and here. Here, I'm not sure, I can't remember what I did. She does have a ward here, but since she can't see the rest of us on this side of the map, she thinks, oh, this chick's free. She's probably, if she's not duoed with Ashe, she's probably telling Ashe she's going in on that and to fire an arrow after that. Let's see how it works out. Oh, here's Ryze. Oh, here's Karma. Oh, here's Wukong literally on their backline zoning out their Katarina. All because of vision. They couldn't see anything. Rumble still does a fuck ton of damage. But thank God I've got that much MR. We all get out alive. We kill their Rumble. And Dragon is likely to be ours. Let's see. Yep. Straight to the Dragon. I think we get stopped though. It's like way too risky at this point. Yeah. Unfortunately, we have to give it up. Oh, do we? I didn't know this was coming up. So they think they have a pick on us because I'm low HP. Room prison. She's dead. I don't know what she was doing. Now this forces Sejuani to make a choice. Stay on the dragon, peel off. Stay on the dragon and die, but possibly 50-50 get the dragon, or peel off instantly and live and lose the dragon. I'd probably just stay and try to get the dragon. I'm pretty sure that's what she does. Yeah, she gets it. I don't think I had smite up. No, I did. It'll just suck. But now she dies for it. And we get... So we're getting our push on. We just took the bot tower, I recalled. Bought me some more armor penetration because at this point I just need to assassinate their squishies. For some reason, Katarina didn't buy Zhonya's. At this point, all I'm doing is sweeping vision so they can't see a goddamn thing. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Where is it? Yeah, Ashe arrow's down, so I know I'm good to go. I know where Katarina is because I see her on my sweeper. I see Ashe, instantly just go in, deletion, knock up the cat, keep her out of the fight and zoned. And ugh, they have such a hard time killing me even though I'm just tanking everything. They still win the fight though. This is where we kind of overstayed a tad, and then Kassadin's doing his weird thing. It's gold, man. Shit's gonna happen in gold. You see they had trouble deciding what they were going to do. Like, people were mass pinging the mid tower. Kassadin's low here, and for like the 3rd time in a row, this Rumble thinks he can just do whatever he wants. But at this point, look at the score. And look at the farm. Kassadin has the items that he needs to actually just completely murder this Rumble in one rotation, and Rumble doesn't realize it. And the reason Kassadin's this strong now is because I literally just kept making traps for this dude, because I saw that he just overextended and would do whatever, and he dies. So not only do we lose the team fight, but we actually also lose a tower, but we get another kill on our Kassadin, who is super strong right now. I don't think they can get this. They might. No, they can't get this. Yeah, they can. And they die again. Like, it's just gold overstaying. Kassadin just comes in and murders them. And that's me spam pinging the dragon right there. It's Elder Dragon, At this point, how many dragons do we have? We got only 2 dragons. Okay, but we have an infernal and a mountain. That's huge to get multiplicative scale off of. So they think they're about to get a pick on Sivir. They're pinging it. They ping me out. Ash Arrow comes in. It lands. Sivir has flash, spell shield. She spell shields the AoE slow on the Sedge ult because it misses. And here, I just weave in and out of the fight. Knock up on 3, allowing Kassadin to just ult in and press E. At this point, I have so much MR and I'm so tanky and I have so much armor pen that I just delete people. Doesn't matter. And that was all just through hard vision control, like legit focusing completely on vision control. We get the Baron, team fight. Sedge tries to stop us for some reason. We get a kill. She stops us from doing Baron. That's fine. 42 minutes in, and I'm still just completely obsessed with vision control, and I'm tanky enough to do it. So I go in, try to clear as much vision as I possibly can. Karma has the same idea, but unfortunately she's not tanky whatsoever, and she gets caught. She gets caught right here, face checking this bush that I 99% knew they were there, which is why I walked around here and immediately walked away so they couldn't do anything. But it doesn't matter. She dies instantly. Kassadin goes in. I go in, but I have flash, so I'm alright. They get a Baron, though. Just gold people making gold decisions. Alright, this is the last fight. Their big mistake here is thinking that their lead that they had earlier meant anything, because it doesn't. We have Kassadin and Ryze. And Sivir's actually a really strong late game champion now when she gets like that much crit. So a full 5v5 team fight played well. They literally can't do anything because I'm going to go in and I'm going to assassinate either this bitch or this bitch. And for some reason her positioning is really far up when it should not be. But c'est la vie, it's gold. I eat this. There was really no reason to use an Ash Arrow on me when there was no follow-up damage. They only had an Alistar. So that means Ash Arrow is down, which allows me to just do whatever the hell I want. Knock her up, which gets... Oh, wow, she had that was a pretty good smooth. But regardless, you see how I just weave in and out of these fights and tank so much damage. Re-engage. Ooh, that was a great Mikhail's. I didn't even see that. I'm dead, but it doesn't matter. They're so low that the game's over. Kassadin's just going to chase them down. So I was wrong about that being the last fight. Apparently there's one more. But still, even here, I'm just obsessed with vision control. I'm sweeping everything. I'm smiting the wolf camp. And that's just so I can flank. And now that I have a GA, I can literally play as far up as I want to. But I'd prefer to play far up without revealing myself, hence all the vision control. If there's one thing I can't stress enough, it's just vision, 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 vision. The denial of and the applying of your own. Sivir ult. She's not getting away, she's dead. Like, I can just walk on top of their team. I have nothing to worry about now. And I just do so much damage to squishy targets. Now, Kassadin has a GA and a Zhonya's. That's how you know a game's over. If he has those items. And that's it. Vision control. That's how you win games being 10k gold behind.